Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. Just want to go over a couple more tools that I use frequently when trading futures. So this one's pretty cool. It's something to look at least weekly, to kind of gauge where the market could be heading or where it will stop if there is large call volume or gamma at certain level. So it's all free shit. If you go to cmegroup.com, cmegroup.com, you're just basically going to sign up for an account. It's free. Once you sign up for an account, the menu's over here in the top right. Um, Once you get everything set up, your username and password, and you can access the site, what you want to do is click this little search bar over here, and you're going to search for Quick Strike. This is basically a tool that the CME Group offers on their website that shows these option analytics. And I would recommend using the app too. Go to the App Store, download CME Group app. Super easy to use, and it's a great tool. So, anyways, if you're on your computer, search for Quick Strike, click it. It'll bring up this tab. I already have it open over here. On the app, this is the interface that you'll get right off the bat. At the bottom of the app, it'll say Tools. You click on Tools, and it'll bring up Quick Strike. So super easy to use. There's some things on here that I don't know how to use because I'm pretty retarded when it comes to option shit that gets super complicated, like Vanna and Charm and all that bullshit. I don't really know what the fuck that means, but maybe I'll learn someday. But for now, I'll show you what I use from a simpleton's perspective. So yeah, we're on Quick Strike. You've created your CME Group account. You've searched for Quick Strike. You are on the Quick Strike menu. The first thing I want to show you guys is I basically just use two tools. The first tool I want to show you, and this kind of get in the habit of checking this every Thursday, is when it's updated, is called the COT report. This is the commitment of traders. This basically shows you the dealer positions because they are mandated to disclose their transactions. So this will show the dealer positions, basically what they're thinking for the near future. So let's take a look at it, and I'll show you guys kind of the layout. Super easy to read. I only pay attention to the dealer stuff. I don't really read the other asset and leverage. I mainly just look at the dealer positions. So once you click on the COT report, you want to make sure you select the appropriate instrument. So for me, I just trade equity indexes, futures mostly. But you can look up other stuff, whatever you trade, soybeans, whatever futures that you trade, or things like that. So let's pull up equity indexes, and then we'll just pull up the ES, S&P 500. All right. So let's maximize this. Let's look at the table. Okay, I like to look at the table. You can look at the chart, whatever was easier for you. So check the date, the 7th. I think that's oh shit, my bad. It's every Tuesday. So yeah, every Tuesday. Every Tuesday is when they come out with the new COT. So just keep that in mind. So for example, like I said, I only pay attention to the dealer. Those are the guys that are in control anyways. This will basically tell you their net long, short, and spread positions, as well as the total of all the positions combined. So basically, I'm usually just paying attention to the long or the short. So for example, on the 7th, this new COT report came out, and our total net short positions is 661,790. Total net long positions 197,495. So the short significantly higher than the long. So this is just something to keep in mind when trading in the near future. And if we scroll down, try to find you guys. So if you guys look, most of these are short. Short, 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 short. See if we can find any long. Short. Short. So yeah, this is just something to keep in the back of your head when trading. You want to always be on the right side of the market. Are the dealers short or are the dealers long? You know, how long are they or how short are they? So just something to keep in the back of your head when trading. Now, today's the 11th. As you guys know, quad witching is coming up next week. So we have futures rollover. We have options rollover. And it's usually a pretty volatile event. So just keep that in mind. So that's the first tool. Basically tells you where the dealers are positioned. Are they positioned mostly short or long? And the changes in those positions, the percentage changes. Alright, so that's the first one. The next one I really like because this kind of tells us our support and resistance for the near future. Let me see if I can remember where it's at. Caught report, block trade, CME Tools. Open interest. I like to use this one. This gives you a visual representation of the open interest in futures and those specific levels. And I'll show you guys how to use this. You keep it fucking simple. That's what you got to do. Don't try to make this shit too complicated. Equity indexes, S&P 500. Okay, so table, super easy to use. As you guys look from left to right, this is the current month futures contract. Obviously, it expires in 6 days. Like I said, quad witching next week. So expect that. So once that happens, all this shit will roll off in 6 days, and then we'll be over on the new contract over here. So what does this stuff tell me? Well, if you guys look at the open interest in calls at the 4,700 level, we have pretty high volume, as indicated by the dark green right here, 18,783. And then at the 4,750, high call volume. So what does that tell me? Well, that tells me that dealers have been selling calls above these levels. So what does that do? Well, that's going to create a form of resistance. So if I were a betting man, I would bet that, up until option expiration next week, that we don't close over 4750, and maybe not even over 4700, but who knows? They could have already taken profit on a lot of those positions. I think we're close to 4700 anyways, but this 4750, you could bet money that we're not going to close over this fucking number before OPEX. So super powerful. I think it's really useful. I know last week or a couple weeks ago, there was I don't know if it was 4600 or what. I don't know. There was a level that there was high open interest in puts, and the level was pierced for maybe 15 minutes, and then it just rocketed right back up. So that shows you the power of these levels. If it starts closing under some of these huge open interest levels, especially that if we got to close over that 4750, it's going to create a cascading effect where people are going to start getting their asses blown out of the water, and they're going to have to reposition. So it's kind of like a waterfall. If we start closing over or under these high gamma levels, these high open interest levels for calls or puts, then shit's going to start going down. And like we saw last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember what it was. I don't even remember if it was 4,600 or 4,500. I don't know. But there was huge put open interest at that level, and that's going to act as direct support for the market. And it did. It did exactly what this table showed. And I was too much of a bitch to take a position because of the volatility. But in hindsight, I should have. I should just trust my process. When we get to these levels, what are the odds that we're going to close, under or over these high OI levels? They're pretty small. So just something to keep in your mind, in the back of your head when trading. If anything, this table will give you a range for your upcoming trading week. So obviously this coming up week, it's going to be a lot of chop, a lot of up and down because of the contract rollover. I tended to stay out of the markets for the most part, unless I see something, that's that looks like it's a guarantee. Then I'll take it. But for the most part, I'm going to stay out of the chop for the upcoming week, unless I see something really sweet that sticks out. But this table, paired with that commitment of traders, that gives you insight into how the dealers are positioned. Are they positioned with a short bias or with a long bias? These are just tools that you can add to your toolbox along with those other tools I showed you a couple days ago in the first video, that you can use in your daily trading. And not one thing is going to suffice when putting on a position. You have to use all this shit. That's why this shit's so fucking hard. That's why most people get blown out of the water. That's why most people give up and lose all their money, because it's not easy. You have to look. I'm not saying to overcomplicate it, but you need to be aware of all this stuff in the back of your head at least. Mark up your chart for the most part. You don't have to have a bunch of different indicators and bullshit, but at least know what's going on behind the scenes in the market. What are the dealers doing? What is the option open interest telling you about the near future, or what's going on now? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know why, but when I put out the first videos, the comments were turned off, and I guess that's just a default. So I'm trying to get them turned back on, so that people can reply whether or not they like this. I don't even know if anyone's looking at it, honestly. I think I'm the only one that's viewed my videos so far. So I'll keep making them, because I think it's good for me to talk about this, because it helps me learn. I know that sounds fucking stupid, but I think that is it solidifies things in your brain, especially when you're trying to learn things or get good at something. You always want to write it down, you want to say it, and you want to visualize it. You get all those forms of learning. So I think saying this stuff will help solidify it in my head, and maybe make me a better trader, because that's what we're all trying to do, is be better traders. I'm obsessed with this shit. I've been balls deep for 3 years, and I'm not slowing up. I had to slow up a little bit, because I tend to get a little obsessive because of my personality. So I don't stare at the screens all day anymore. I'll watch the open. I go to work, and then I'll check the market from time to time, set alerts for levels. But I'm not watching this shit all day anymore. I'm not gonna let it consume my life. I'm gonna enjoy myself while participating in the markets. But I've been through that for the past 3 years, so I'm not doing it anymore. But I think the next video I'm gonna come out with is gonna be in regards to all these assholes online talk about order flow and how it's some fucking magical indicator, which is fucking dumb. The only thing order flow is it's basically watching the speed of the tape at certain levels. Does the tape, basically does the DOM or the time in sales, does it speed up at a key level? If it does, then that's an important level. Write it down, mark it on your chart. That's the basics of order flow. All these people are touting these bullshit ass tools online. They're trying to sell all this dumb shit. That's basically it. Does the DOM speed up and get more volatile at a certain level? Well, at 4750 or 4700, I can predict that it will. So it's that easy. I get sick of these people selling these dumbass tools online where they make it overcomplicated and create these complex charts within Sierra, and it's like, dude, don't fucking take this shit so serious. Like, keep it easy. People don't want to overcomplicate shit. I did that in the beginning. Everyone does it, but Just keep it fucking simple. And that's as simple as it gets. I'll talk about it more in the next video, but that's basically it with order flow. I mean, there's more shit with regards to details within the DOM, but I mean, if you just take that principle and apply it, then you'll have another tool to add and more edge in your when you put on a position. So I already made this too long, but I hope you guys learned some stuff. I know a lot of people, I didn't know about this CME group. It's all free shit. There's more stuff on here, but it's for people smarter than me. Maybe if I read more, I'd figure it out, but maybe later. But for now, these are the two tools that I use, and I use the mobile app a lot because I'm at work a lot, and it works great. So if I can get these comments turned on, leave a comment if you watch this. I don't think I've had any viewers yet, but if you have viewed it and you've watched this and you have found value, let me know, and I'll keep putting out shit. Like I said, I want to help people that were like me, that started and didn't have shit to go off of and had all these distractions and all these people telling them different things. So I just want to put out real quality shit, easy to understand, and easy to digest information. All right, until next time, peace.